Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us in Cittabase Tech Talks. I'm here with Krishna, our AML practice lead, to talk about Cittabase Snowflake Marketplace product. Krishna, can you tell us about our Snowflake Marketplace products?
Sure, and thank you. Hello, everyone. Again, excited to be part of another Cittabase Tech Talks. So today we'll briefly talk about the Snowflake Marketplace products that we have on offer, uh, specifically 4 products. We'll also do a bit of a deep dive into one of those as well. So let me quickly start sharing my screen. Okay, I hope my screen is visible.
Yep.
Okay, so basically, all you have to do is log into your Snowflake environment, go to the marketplace and search for Cittabase. You will see 4 products pop up. All of these are free to try with 30-day trial. So I will talk about each of these just very briefly. So there's Data Profiler. Basically, Data Profiler kind of performs an automated data profiling with just a few clicks. Right? It generates powerful visualizations to evaluate structure, content, and quality, helping you instantly detect missing values, anomalies, or inconsistencies in your data. So, I mean, you don't have to do manual profiling anymore. And, it's basically all it does is intelligent data management. And then there's also Review Analyzer. It helps you make sense of your customer feedback and reviews, right? It summarizes reviews, it classifies them into categories, it predicts sentiments so that you can act quickly on what matters most to your customers. We also have Insightify, which is our ML POC application. Basically, it accelerates the development of your proof of concepts. With the power of Snowflake Cortex, it helps assess data readiness for predictive modeling and rapidly answers your queries using generative AI as well. So basically, it has 2 components to it. One is building a rapid ML prototype to see and examine to see whether you can embark on a large-scale exercise with your data or not. It kind of gives you that viewpoint. And then there's also a question answering component embedded to it, where you can ask questions about your data. It will in fact answer with interactive graphs and metrics as well. It is behind the scenes. It is based on Cortex Analyst. And then we also have DataSense AI. So DataSense AI kind of takes metadata generation to a whole new level. Right? It's powered by large language models. It reads your Snowflake tables, and you just have to provide your database, your schema, and the table, and it instantly generates intelligent metadata, high-level insights, highlights anomalies, and kind of provides a quick and important documentation for your table. So you can just focus on the decisions, and then the tool will help you with the details. And also, one thing to note here is that DataSense was listed among the top 50 essential apps and AI products that Snowflake recently released. So let me just. So this is where DataSense is. You'll have to go search for DataSense, or you can search for Cittabase, and you'll find DataSense is one of the apps. So let me go ahead and do a quick short demo of what DataSense AI does. So as I mentioned earlier, it's a Snowflake native app. It leverages LLMs. It provides a data preview. It does some exploratory data analysis. It provides key observations and any key notable points and anomalies on your fields as well. So let me go ahead and show you the app.
Krishna, quick one at this point. Does DataSense use any LLM models right now?
Yeah, it currently uses Mistral 7B LLM.
Okay.
Yeah, behind the scenes, that's what we've deployed at this point. So all you have to do, as I mentioned earlier, is you have to pick a database, and then pick a schema, and then choose any table. Right? Let's say I'll pick customer detail table. So all of this is synthesized data for this demo. And let's say you're a business analyst or a developer who has been newly assigned to this project, and you see a whole lot of tables there, and then you're just getting kind of acclimatized to what these tables are, what the schema contains, and all that. So that's where this tool comes specifically handy. Right? It first shows you a brief preview of what the data has, and then you can also do some quick graphing on the data. Let's say I want to see how my customer segments are distributed, right? So I could see that business, luxury, family, and budget among the 4. How is my distribution looking like? Now, if I want to look at some bivariate graphs, I want to see relationship between two different fields. Let's say in this case, I want to see between my customer segment and let's say, I want to see how many in each segment are kind of associated with my loyalty program. So that gives you a kind of a stacked bar chart. It also reasons out on the side and tells you why a certain chart was chosen and then why it was kind of plotted this way. Now, there's a generate summary button that you click. This is what I mentioned earlier that uses large language models to go through the data. It kind of understands the entire data set. It goes through field by field. It not only looks at the tables and columns, it also looks at the actual values, understands data distribution, and intelligently tries to decipher whether there are any specific factors that need to be highlighted or any data anomalies that need to be pointed out and so forth. So basically, generates a summary of the data set. Let's say if you're new to this project or this application, this comes out as a very good feature, which helps you understand and quickly come up to speed with the underlying data. So you don't have to go field by field, analyze it, and try to understand, run multiple queries to understand what the data is about and all that. All you have to do is just, generate, click on the generate summary button, and it'll show up a quick high-level summary of specifics of the data and the table. Okay, here is a summary of key insights. It tells you the data set contains this many rows and this many columns. It says these are the different customer segment and this is how it is distributed between them. And then it also observes that the luxury segment has a slightly higher representation in the data set. It says about 85.5% of customers are enrolled in a loyalty program. And what are the different loyalty tiers? And it says a notable observation is that 20.8% of customers do not have loyalty status, indicating potential opportunities for loyalty program enrollment. It also points out other key factors, and it says, it doesn't find anything anomalous in this data set. It says no notable anomalies found, and then it kind of tabulates it for a quick view as well, and summarizes impactful observations. It says the loyalty program is popular already with a high enrollment rate, and then how is the distribution, and then where are the opportunities, and so forth. Let's pick a different table as well. We looked at a master table. Let's look at a transaction table as well to understand a bit more.
All you have to do is pick the database schema and then the table, and then
exactly. Yeah,
the app will do that.
Yeah, and then it quickly shows the data preview. And as I said, you can plot univariate graphs. Let's see if you want to understand what is the distribution of add-ons that the customers have purchased. We can look at it here. And then if you want to look at bivariate graphs, again, as I said, you can pick any column. Let's say in this case, let's pick something. We'll put the booking channel, and let's say if I want to know how is the payment method in each the booking channel, for example. So it will plot a graph. It will tell you how many in each booking channel, call center, mobile app, travel agencies, and website. How is the payment method? How are the payment methods? Credit card, debit card, loyalty points, PayPal. How are they distributed? And then again, we go on and click the generate summary button. As I said, behind the scenes, it kind of looks through the data. It tries to understand the rows, different rows and columns, the data distribution and all that. And especially for somebody who wants to really come up to speed really quickly with this data set and be up to speed, hit the ground running, this is kind of your best bet. Now let's see what it has generated. Right? So it gives you a brief summary, and it tells you what are the source airports that the airline is operating from, and what is the format of the travel date, and what is the unit of measure for the passenger final price, and it tells about data distribution, right? Which airport contains what percentage of records, and key factors and observations. Again, as I pointed out earlier, here if you see, it has found some anomalies, right? So it says there is a low price from this airport. It says the price of 36 is significantly lower. It's probably a data error, could be perhaps. It says from this airport, this is a significantly lower fare. And then it finds out something else saying that there is a higher than average fare in this airport. So all of this is synthesized data. So to demonstrate what the tool is capable of, and it again tabulates your results here and this can come in very handy,
Yeah, this
especially.
is this is quite interesting. Like it kind of finds the anomalies as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, feel free to try out all of these apps. They're all available for free to try, and we are also in the process of developing apps, more marketplace apps. In fact, as I mentioned earlier, DataSense was one of the top 50 essential data and AI apps recognized by Snowflake as well. So feel free to explore these apps. If you have any feedback or you need more information, feel free to reach out to us. It's been a pleasure walking you through these different apps as well. So thank you, and
Thank
over to
you.
you, Anand.
Thanks, Krishna. Thank you. Thanks, everyone, and see you until next time.